This is my first video on my quest to breaking 100 in golf. I have no plan really. I thought I'd come out here and tape a video and kind of just explain the things I'm working on. I have my clubs, my new bag, which I was fortunate enough to get from my brother-in-law. Pretty sweet hat. It's pretty standout if you take a look at there. Purchased six, well, I guess you call them 2 sleeves of balls, yellow balls, and I got this free obnoxious yellow hat. But real quick, I want to maybe just talk more about why I'm even doing this. I mean, it might be crazy, you know, I don't think, I mean, I've always wanted to be a golfer. I've always wanted to play golf, and I never really took time to actually do it. I thought, you know, what better time than now, I guess, to just kind of finally just dedicate some time to try and become a better golfer. I've never had golf lessons. I just recently took my first one, which we'll be talking about a little bit. I didn't play golf really growing up. I would go out play with some buddies and whatnot, but never really took it too seriously. I always thought I was, you know, a good golfer, and you know, when you're young, you have the foot wedge and whatnot. But yeah, now I just really enjoy it. It's time to get out and relax and think, and it's a competitive game, and it's just a fun game. A lot of my friends now play, and I suck. I am so bad. I don't want to suck anymore, and I want to be better. I don't know how to get better, but that's what this whole breaking 100 quest is, and hopefully eventually my goal, you know, is to eventually become a scratch golfer. But I want to be able to drop 10 strokes each year as I go along. You know, I gave myself June 2015. Just seems like a nice round year. Not really round, I guess it's 15, but 10 strokes a year. So if I drop down next year, I'll be shooting 90. In 2014, I'd be shooting 80, and then 2015, I'd be again at that scratch golfer stage. A lot of this was kind of inspired by a guy by the name of Dan McLaughlin from thedanplan.com. You gotta check that out. He kind of, yeah, he motivated me to do this. I always talked about wanting to be good at golf. I want to play golf, but I never did anything about it. And you know, a lot of you guys know I'm big time into Madden. This isn't about Madden. I might talk a little bit about Madden, but this is more about my golf game, how I'm going to get to where I want to be, and eventually become that scratch golfer I want to be. So first and foremost, I guess I just got a bunch of my clubs over the past couple months at Golf Town USA here in the Boston area. Got a couple lessons from the golf pro there, Jeff. Really liking everything he's teaching me. The first thing that he talked to me about, though, is my grip. I don't know if you can see, but my original grip was, let me show you, I guess. I'll go behind the camera. My original grip was something like this. I had one thumb here, and then the other thumb here, and I did interlock, which is good. But what Jeff had me do was take this thumb, drop it to the inside, and then the goal is to see this knuckle, this space, and then this knuckle here. So as I'm looking down, I want to see this, and I guess the idea is for this V to be aligned with my shoulders, and then this hand, instead of being right on here like this, I'm looking to kind of nestle it in on the side. It's not really supposed to do anything, just kind of rest there, and then this hand goes here. So that's one thing I've been working on a lot, is that grip. And again, so basically all I do just to work on this is at home, or you know, when I go to the range or what have you. You know, every 10 seconds I just take the club, re-grip, put my hands on it, and then go. Yeah, you can buy tools, training tools, but I opted out of that. I thought, just, you know, why not just grab it and go. And I just kind of key in, trying to see only those knuckles, and then go from there. The next thing that Jeff was talking with me was he used the acronym GR.A.P.E, and that was grip, alignment, posture, and again, I can't remember what the last one was, the E. I'll have to ask this week when I go. So I got my grip down. Grip is pretty good. My alignment was kind of an issue. I know you probably can't see, but I was putting every ball in the front of, so I was putting the ball in the front of my stance on my front foot, and I had no clue. I didn't even know that was a real thing. I just was doing it. So what he had me do was, now according to whatever my club I'm using, now this is a 56-degree wedge, Black Pearl from Cleveland. Pretty good club, I'd recommend it. It's got the ziplock grooves. I'm still kind of learning what that means. It shreds balls, shreds them. See that, all those ball marks? It shreds them. But so I start with the 7, and the 7 is the middle of my stance. I was very narrow originally. I don't know if you can see how narrow I am here. But what changed was now I'm shoulder width apart. I open up my front foot a little bit, and then depending on whatever club I'm using, I will move the ball in my stance. So that's kind of really what I'm working on now is okay, 7-iron middle of my stance, drivers the front. My 56 would be the furthest back. You don't want to go too far back from middle, but that would be the furthest I go, is with the 56 wedge here. And the last thing to work on was my posture. So when I was golfing before, I was kind of, hunched over the ball, I guess, like this. And yeah, just that wasn't really working. Why, I don't know. But yeah, so what I'm now doing is, he gave me a little drill to do where you put the club here like this, and wherever you go, you want the club to remain straight on your back. So, for example, if I'm like this, as you can see, the club is not on my back, and so I would want to stand like this rather than that. So that's another thing I'm working on, is make sure my posture is good, my grip is good, my alignment is good. And the other thing biggest difference I've noticed is my follow through. Maybe that's what the last E is, my follow through. But I would hit like a 7-iron, like 110, 120, and it just really wasn't far enough. Most should be hitting the 7-iron about 150, 160. So what the problem he noticed is when I would swing, I was just using my arms and my upper body. No follow through. So what he had me do is just take a golf ball and step underhand, like I was delivering an underhand fastball pitch, softball fast pitch or whatever, and just underneath like this. And that's how I started kind of getting my hips more into my swing. So I remember I would just imagine I'm hitting or throwing a softball every time I swing, and boom, and there it is. I guess I'll just take a couple hacks here. And the idea, I guess, for the hacks is for you guys at home. I mean, I'm sure there's some good golfers out there. I know Corey, my man Corey Wood out there, he's a golfer. Jack Star, he's been helping me. My man David DiGianni, I pronounced your name wrong. You're a helper. I know my brother-in-law and my Dave. Dave, I don't know what I would call you. I guess it's my brother-in-law, but so I'll take a couple hacks. I won't hit the ground, but I have my 56-degree wedge. Here's that back, and then that's the follow through there. We'll start over here. I'll give you this angle. So here, back, and follow through. I guess one more angle, back, and the follow through. So that's where I'm at in my game. I'm just working on those small, simple things, going to the range and just trying to work on those things, get them in order. That's where I'm at now. I've been consistently shooting around like 105 area, so I'll probably try and get out on the course tomorrow. Really, yeah, this is, I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I will get there. Again, the goal, I guess June 2015, scratch golfer. Mighty challenge, but I think I can do it. I have confidence I can do it, especially with the help of you guys out there. So, first episode of Breaking 100. Check it out, StephenGibbons.me. Follow me on Twitter, skip7. Just let me know what you think. What am I doing wrong? if you notice something I shouldn't be doing, should I even be using this club? I don't know. This is a trial by error, guys, so appreciate it, and I will see ya for the next show.